In today's video, we're going to learn Figma basics needed for the email design, such as auto layout headings and some email related things. We're going to learn it by redesign this email by Klarna and then export this email to HTML email template using the Marker email generated Figma plugin. So let's get started. I already have this email, build it so we can preview it, see how it works. This is our final result. As you can see, everything works perfectly well. Buttons, layout, and so on. So let's build this email from top to bottom. First block is the header. So I already have logo, text, title text, and button. So everything we have to do to wrap all this content into the auto layout frame. So let's do this. We can simply select all the objects, then click on this icon on the right sidebar, use auto layout. After that, Figma wraps all the content inside a new vertical oriented auto layout frame. So let's call it content. And also after this, we can change some settings such as gap. We can set gap, add background color. So in the original email, there are some spacing between logo and text block. So let's wrap this content into another auto layout frame. And now we can change the space between logo and text block. And the next step is to add a padding. In the original email, there is a padding, horizontal and vertical. So let's do the same. And the next important thing is to check that all the things has fill container. With fill container, it works perfectly well on the mobile version. So once we have a header, we can simply try to preview it using the plugin. So let's run the plugin, click on the header, click on the preview button, and this is how it works. So let's move to the next section with the image. Is image, so it's the simplest block in the whole email. We can simply duplicate the header to keep the spacing and the padding settings and remove all the content inside header, and then simply use it is an image, drag and drop image inside this block and set fill container for image and call it image block. The next block is the most complex one. It has text. It has three items with the image on the left and text on the right. So let's create this block. So the first thing is to let's wrap the text items into one single vertical oriented auto layout frame. Text items, click on the icon on the right, check fill container, select block and call it somehow text. Then select image and text block and one more time click on this icon, and after that Figma wraps this content into, in this case, horizontally oriented frame. Let's call it item. So now let's try to preview this block as is. So run the plugin, click on item block, click on the preview. So it works well. And we can keep it like that, but in our original email, let's try to preview it. Columns block. On the mobile version, image goes on the top and text goes on the bottom. So let's it's not necessary, but let's recreate this behavior. We can change the spacing between image block and text block by changing the gap thing. So let's, to make this block responsible, let's do it in the plugin. Run the plugin, click on the item, switch on the properties section, make sure we have set it to frame, and there is a option called mobile stack cards. Let's switch it on, and once this option enabled, if we preview the item, the block, we can see that now image goes on the top and text goes on the bottom. So the next step is we can simply wrap. We can use the same wrapper as we have for the text, for the header and for the image. We can simply delete the image, then add content inside, adjust a little bit settings space between. Let's call it rows. Update padding, and this is how it works. Next I'll duplicate all the items inside this. Step is to create this block with image on the left and text on the right. It's a simple 2 columns block, so let's do that we did before. And button, in this case, it's simply a frame with text inside with corner radius. So let's select all this content from the right column and click on our favorite button. Then simply apply some gap settings, and text should be fill, so it's okay, and hug fill horizontally and hug vertically. Button might be hug, button should be hug content. So let's call it column. So we have image on the left and text on the right. Click on our button, add some background color, update gap. Then an important thing that we should set fill container for both columns to make it work on mobile version. So let's call it columns and try to preview it with the plugin. So this is how it works, but I think we should it should work like all previous examples. So image should go on the top and text stays below. So let's select the columns, click, use this option, preview one more time, and now it works well. So the next step is to simply wrap this into our frame. The next block is a simple text block. It's just a text. So let's wrap into one autolight container, call it text, then check that all the text inside should have fill container and hug content, then wraps into our frame. It is footer, and this footer has a divider. So first let's start with this block with the logo, text, and 4 links in 2 columns, into the 2 columns. So let's select left links first, wrap it into a frame, then select these links, wrap into the frame, check fill hug, fill and hug. So the next step is to combine these 2 vertical frames into one horizontally oriented frame. And as always, fill container inside and hug content. it is our link block. We have text and we have logo. So let's select all of them, click on the wrap icon and check. So the logo should have fixed width. Then this option fill and hug, and this should have fill and hug. So let's try to preview it in the plugin. Add a background color, run the plugin, click preview. So this is how it works. Next, do the same things for the text, all the text things. Wrap into outlet frame, check fill and hug, then add background color, then wrap it into one footer. To do so, select both of them, click on the icon, update some spacing between, add background color, and click on the preview. So let's wrap it into our original frame and add a divider. To add divider, let's use Figma stroke. I select the first block, then I add stroke and select only top. And to add spacing between a logo and stroke, let's update padding inside. To do so, go to the auto settings, click on this icon and add some spacing and update some color of the stroke and call it footer. So this is how it works. So now we have all the content. We can simply select all this content, click on this icon, set cap 0, add a background to the whole email, and try to preview it in the plugin. To export this email, we can simply click on the export section, and here we can export as HTML image template or export this to any platform such as MailChimp, Klaviyo, and so on. Or you can simply send a test email right from the plugin. Thank you for watching. If you have some interesting emails that you want to rebuild, you can write a comment.